Blue Sisters by Coco Mellors free book summary audiobook. Here's an in-depth and long summary of Blue Sisters by Coco Mellors. The story of Blue Sisters is both deeply poignant and heartbreakingly beautiful, painting a vivid portrait of sisterhood, grief, and the messy complexities of family. At its heart, this novel explores the lives of the Blue Sisters, Avery, Bonnie, Nicky, and Lucky, who are bound together by love but fractured by time, personal struggles, and a devastating loss that changes everything. The Blue Sisters grew up in a chaotic yet charming family apartment in Manhattan, a place that was as much a character in their lives as any person. Within those walls, they experienced the highs and lows of family life, laughter, arguments, love, and shared dreams. The four sisters were once inseparable, united against the instability of their parents. Their father was a functioning alcoholic, prone to unpredictable behavior that kept the household on edge, while their mother often retreated into a world of her own, emotionally distant and preoccupied with holding their fragile family together. It was Avery, the eldest, who assumed the role of protector and caretaker, a responsibility that would shape her relationships with her sisters for years to come. Each sister's personality shone in her own way. Avery, fiercely intelligent and disciplined, was the family's de facto leader, stepping in to fill the gaps left by their parents. Bonnie, the second eldest, was tough, headstrong, and athletic, channeling her energy into boxing, a passion that became her identity. Nicky, the third sister, was the warm and vibrant heart of the family, the one who brought everyone together with her humor and generosity. Lucky, the youngest, was the dreamer, the free spirit whose beauty and charm would later make her a star in the fashion world. Together, they were a formidable unit, weathering the storms of their childhood with a bond that felt unbreakable. But time and adulthood have a way of pulling people apart. As the years passed, the sisters drifted into their own worlds. Avery moved to London, building a successful career as a corporate lawyer and marrying her wife, though her tightly controlled exterior concealed the lingering wounds of her past. Bonnie pursued a career as a professional boxer, using her fists to battle not just opponents but also the anger and pain she carried inside. Lucky, with her ethereal beauty, became an international model, living a glamorous life that often felt hollow beneath its glossy surface. And Nicky, the glue that held the family together, struggled with her demons. Her vivacity and warmth masked a vulnerability that eventually led to addiction and, tragically, her untimely death from an overdose at just 27 years old. Nicky's death was a seismic event for the Blue Sisters, shaking the foundation of their family and exposing the cracks in their relationships. A year after her passing, the sisters are forced to reunite in New York when their parents decide to sell the family apartment. The prospect of saying goodbye to the place that held so many memories brings the sisters back together, but it also reopens old wounds. As they sort through Nicky's belongings and prepare to close this chapter of their lives, they are confronted with the weight of their shared history and the unresolved tensions that have simmered between them for years. The reunion is anything but smooth. Avery, ever the perfectionist, struggles to maintain control in the face of overwhelming grief. Her sobriety, hard-won after years of battling her own addiction, is tested as she confronts the loss of her sister and the guilt she carries for not being able to save her. Bonnie, whose tough exterior hides a well of pain, finds herself lashing out in anger, her inability to articulate her emotions leading to clashes with her sisters. Lucky, who has always been seen as the carefree one, reveals a more complex side as she grapples with feelings of inadequacy and her own struggles with substance use. The apartment, once a sanctuary, becomes a crucible where long-buried resentments and secrets rise to the surface. Through a series of flashbacks, the novel delves into the sisters' childhoods, offering glimpses of the moments that defined their relationships. We see the ways their father's alcoholism shaped their lives, creating an environment of unpredictability and fear that forced Avery to grow up too quickly. We see their mother's absence, not physical but emotional, leaving the sisters to rely on each other for support. And we see the moments of joy and connection that remind us of the love that binds them, even in the face of their differences. As they navigate their grief and the complexities of their relationships, the sisters begin to confront the truths they've been avoiding. Avery must learn to let go of her need for control and allow herself to be vulnerable, acknowledging that she cannot carry the weight of the family on her own. Bonnie, who has always prided herself on her strength, must confront the anger and guilt that have been eating away at her and find a healthier way to cope. Lucky, who has spent so much of her life trying to live up to an image of perfection, must embrace her authentic self and seek connections that go beyond the surface. The process of healing is neither linear nor easy, but it is transformative. In the crucible of their shared grief, the sisters begin to rebuild their bond, finding strength in their shared memories and their love for one another. They rediscover the joy of their connection, laughing over childhood stories and supporting each other in their moments of vulnerability. The decision to preserve the family apartment, rather than selling it, becomes a powerful symbol of their commitment to each other and their shared past. Blue Sisters is more than just a story of grief, it is a story of resilience, forgiveness, and the enduring power of love. Coco Mellors captures the complexities of sibling relationships with stunning authenticity, weaving a narrative that is both heart-wrenching and uplifting. Through the lens of the Blue Sisters, Mellors explores universal themes of family, identity, and the ways in which our past shapes our present. The novel is a testament to the idea that while loss can fracture us, it can also bring us closer together, forging new connections in the aftermath of tragedy. For readers, Blue Sisters is a deeply emotional journey, one that will resonate with anyone who has ever experienced the highs and lows of family life. It is a reminder that even in our darkest moments, there is light to be found in the bonds we share with those we love. Whether you've ever fought with a sibling, lost someone close to you, or simply navigated the complexities of family, this story will speak to your heart, leaving you both moved and inspired. This summary captures the essence of the novel, weaving its themes, characters, and emotional depth into a narrative that invites readers to immerse themselves in the story.